Hi everybody, and welcome to this Funway Holidays VAX webinar tutorial. This is going to show you how to get the best out of our fully bookable and quotable website, as well as showing you some of the resource materials that we have on offer for you. So when you first find this site, and you would do that by either entering www.funway4, and that's the number 4, agents.co.uk into your URL, or indeed just put Funway4agents into Google. It will bring us to the top of your search results. Now, bear in mind, do ensure that you are clicking onto the .co.uk site. There is a .com site, and that is our American site. It's no use to you. So make sure it's the .co.uk site, and it will bring you here. Now, you don't have to log in to access any of these resource materials that I'm about to show you, but you can see here that along this grey bar, you have a number of options. The first thing I'm going to show you is our marketing material. Now, in here, you can find booklets and posters, monthly offer booklets, offer posters, and digital brochures, digital versions of all our brochures. So I'm going to click on Caribbean and Mexico, and that's going to take you to the brochures page. The reason I'm going to show you this is because not only can you view digital versions of our brochures as they are produced, but you can also tailor-make your own brochure. To do this, all you need to do is hover over this navigation bar here, click into multi-page view, go down to the little envelope in the bottom corner, and as you can see, you have a series of checkboxes that you can activate for all the pages in this particular brochure, and you can select the relevant pages that you want to enter into your personalized digital copy of the brochure. So I'm going to go to Antigua, and I've actually already done one, and I'll show you. So I'm just showing you, click into these various boxes, and then you can email that to yourself. Now it'll come through to you in an email. You can see here you've selected 11 pages. The download size is 1.3 megabits, and it'll take a minute to come through to your inbox. As it is, I've already done one, so I'm going to show you what it looks like when it comes through. And this is it here. It will always have the cover, that's the default. I've put in why you should be booking with Funway and a map, which is always useful, showing where we go to. And I have my particular brochure was for weddings in the Caribbean and Mexico with AM resorts. So that's personalising your own brochure. So let's go back to our brochures and into offers and incentives. Here you can access our monthly offers, our offer posters, and our booking incentives. I'm going to show you our offer posters. And as you can see, they are categorized. There's our offer of the week from either London, Manchester, and Scotland, and that's a PDF which is downloadable. We have our Funway 5 weekly offers, which we send out every week to you, and then some other offers categorized by destination or indeed partner. So I hope you find all them useful. We also have our booking incentives, some money card rewards, exclusive 500 Club incentives for our 500 Club members, and we currently have a SeaWorld Parks and Entertainment incentive. So please do check them out. Along here, we have top destinations. We have our holiday type, self-drive, rail holidays, etc. And we have that for each of our destinations. We have a list of the partners we work with, including Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, our airlines, car rental, and we have training, which you do have to log in to access. I'm going to go to Little House, and I'm going to show you how to log in. So once you've found this page via Google or your URL at www.funway4agents.co.uk, you'll come to this screen. So first of all, we have a panel showing various offers that you can click through to, some product windows, and also you can sign up to our money card here. If you don't get our email updates, subscribe here. If a customer stumbles across this page, obviously he can't use it because we are 100% trade only. So we have a facility here where the customer can put in his postcode and find a local travel agent. If you don't think you're on this facility, drop us an email and we'll get you added if you're not. If you haven't got a login, you can register. Very straightforward process. Just fill in your details, accept the terms and conditions, and submit, and we will do the rest. Let me close that down. So, back to the home screen, and I will now show you how to log in. Now, you can use this down here, but I tend to go up here. At the login page, you'll see it's asking for an APTA number, and you'll see there is a prefix of UK there. Please leave this in when you're entering your APTA. So it should be UK ABCDE or UK AB1234. Put in your username and your password. We also have a forgotten password function here and a registration function here. So I don't have an APTA because I'm an admin, so I will put in my number and my username and my secret password. Please ensure that you don't share your password with anybody, and then we'll log in. Now, you know you've logged in because you've got to New Reservation, Retrieve Reservation, Retrieve Saved Itinerary, and Retrieve Bookmark tabs up the top. As long as you see that, you know you're logged in. Now, down here, there is a search facility. Now, you can use that, but it's a step or two more than you would need to go through. So I always use New Reservation up here, and I would recommend you do the same. So this takes us to our search page. As you can see, it gives us the first option of single destination or multiple destination. I'm going to show you how to do a single destination quote first of all, and I will later show you how to do a multiple destination. Funway Holidays, obviously that is the brand that you're after, and the holiday type. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to show you what these are all about. So the holiday type, we have a flight and hotel with optional car and extras package search. Alternatively, we have hotel only, so accommodation only option with car and extras being available to add. And although we don't do flight onlys here at Funway, we do offer a Florida fly drive. So if you have a customer, for example, who has their own property in Florida, if they take a car hire package with it, we can organise a flight. Okay? So for the purposes of this exercise, we're going to do a full package. Departing from London, obviously you can drop down here and pick any regional airport, but I would recommend that you use the main airports to get the maximum amount of results returned. Now, I know from experience that some agents will have an odd airport in there. If it's not your origin airport that you would normally use, you can change this by going up here and clicking on the little cog symbol and then going to membership services or member services. Then go to user preferences and then input the default origin code in here, whether it be LON, NAN, EDI, whatever it might be, and then update default cities. Back to new reservation, and it will then be in there. Okay? So today we are going to go to New York. Now you can put in new, you can write New York, you can just start to type. It's quite an intuitive system, so it will come up with a list of options, but I know the airport code as you probably do, and it's NYC. So we click on that and we put that in there. Then all we need to do is pick a departure date. I'll pick a random date in October, and the number of nights. So I'm going to go for 4 nights. It will automatically populate the return date field, so no need for you to go working out when they're coming back. And then here you can select the amount of rooms, the number of passengers, and the number of children that are travelling. Fairly self-explanatory. We have a promotion code here, so if there's any promotions that Funway have going on, here is where you would enter your code. We then have 3 options here: flight, hotel, and rental car. I'm going to click in flight. Now this system will always come back with the cheapest flights first. So if it's set by price, then it will always be the cheapest price, cheapest flight. And if you select scheduled, there's more detailed options for you to select the type of airfare, the type of seat class, etc., etc. I'm not going to go into that today because it is a little bit complicated, and this is more of a beginner and intermediary tutorial. So I'm going to select price. Now, the important thing about this particular section is, as I said before, the flight results returned will always be the cheapest flights first. So it may be that an indirect flight will be cheaper than a direct flight, but often that is not what the customer wants. So if it is a case that you want the direct flight to be returned at the top of the search result, put in 0 number of stops, and this will bring back the cheapest direct flight at the top of the search. What we also have here while we're here is, if we click in hotel, we can search for specific hotels, we can search for specific hotel brands, and we can also specify our check-in and check-out date. So for example, if your customer was going for 7 nights but only required 3 nights accommodation, this is where you would put in their check-in and check-out dates. Similarly with car rental, if your customer was going for 7 nights but only required 3 days car rental, this is where you would put in what day you wanted to pick up the car and what day you wanted to drop off the car. Now, the system is making the assumption that if they're taking the car for the full duration of the holiday, that they'll pick it up from the airport and they'll drop it off from the airport. But if you change this by changing the date, it will ungrey these options here and give you some pick-up and drop-off locations. So I'm going to search for our holiday now, and the system will come back with a suggested hotel and some flight options for us to choose from. Obviously, it will depend on your broadband speed as to how long it will take for the search results to come back, but it shouldn't take too long in any case. So here we are. So this is the search results page, and as you can see, it's given us an itinerary and it's given us a price, and this is the price for 2 customers because that's what we specified in the parameters of our search. It gives us what the price per person is, and then it gives us our outbound flight that is selected. I'm going to take a look at the outbound flight, so by clicking on outbound flights, I'm going to open up all the flights that is returned in this search. Now, as you can see, it selected this flight here, which is 7:50 p.m. out of London Heathrow and into JFK at 10:35 p.m. Not great flight times, so we can look and we can see it's the same price, so it doesn't really matter. So let's go for a 2:30 with American Airlines, and we can select that and add that to our shopping basket. Once it's added that, we will go to our inbound flight and pick our return flight. So just click on return flight, and we repeat that process until we've deposited our return flight into our shopping basket. Just waiting for that to load up. Try that again. There we go. So again, it's given us a choice, a current flight selection here of 7:55 a.m. from JFK, getting into London Heathrow at 7:45 p.m. Now, that's not a great time, but as you can see again, there's same price, better time. Okay, so I'm going to select that one. And that's our return flight added to our shopping basket. So the next thing we need to do is we need to look at the hotels. So I'm going to click on hotels, and that will open up all the available hotels that we have for the time that we've selected. So it's got here, sort by preferred. You can sort by various other options. Price high to low, low to high, A to Z, Z to A, etc., etc., etc. The preferred, it's no rhyme or reason why it's a preferred. It could be we have a great deal on this particular property at the time. It could be it's a very popular choice on TripAdvisor, or it could be a popular hotel with Funway at the moment. No particular reason, but it's picked the Rue Plaza in Times Square. So I'm going to show you what this square offers us. I'm going to click on Rue Plaza, and it's going to take me through to what I call the hotel page. Now, right at the top, tells us what the hotel name is, what the star rating is, its address. We can view it on a map so that we can see where it is in relation to all the attractions and the geography of Manhattan. We can also access impartial TripAdvisor reviews, and we can also see some images of the hotel. And it gives us some details down here that we can also access, as well as hotel policies, transportation, and property information. Shows us amenities and accommodation. In this window here, we can also upgrade our hotel room, and it tells us exactly how much extra it is per room for our stay. What it also does is it shows us our occupancy details. Close that down. Here, we can click on the little calendar, and we can extend or reduce our stay. What I'm also going to do is I'm not happy with that price, so I'm going to have a scroll and see if there's anything with a better cost. Here we see the Roosevelt is £96.01 less than the Rue Plaza. Here we can see the Millennium Broadway is £112.82 more expensive than the Rue Plaza. Here we can see the Hilton Garden Inn in Times Square is actually £137.92. So I'm going to select that particular hotel and save my customer some money. Once we've got our hotel, our flights, we can look at our car hire. So I'm going to click on rental cars. And as you can see, we use Alamo and National. Now there's 3 levels of car hire that you can select from. You have fully inclusive, which is your insurance and 1 driver named over the age of 25. We have gold, which is your insurance, and 2 drivers over the age of 25. And then you have fully inclusive, which is your insurance, 2 drivers over the age of 25, and the satellite navigation system. So if you want to see what car it is that you'll be getting, you can click on details, and it will show us a little picture of the car, give us some policy information, some rate details, and the locations where you can pick them up and drop them off. Remember earlier I said that the customer is going for 7 nights, only requires 3 days car hire. These are the pick up and drop off places that you would be offered as an option for your customer. So we're just going to go for a little economy car, and I'm going to add that to my shopping basket. Next, we have activities. Now, it may take a little bit of time for this to open, so while that's opening, I'm going to explain what this function can give you as an agent. Often if a customer is asking to go somewhere where you haven't been, the first question that they're going to ask you is, what is there to do? And as you've never been to that destination, that can be a bit awkward. So using this facility here, and by clicking into activities, you can see at a glance all the various activities that the customer can choose to get up to in his chosen destination. This could be anything from restaurant reservations, nightclubs, bar crawls, tours, exhibitions, art galleries, museums, shows, you name it, he can choose it. Now, I'm going to just wait for this to catch up with itself, and then I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to show you exactly how much product there is on here for the customer to choose from and for you to sell to him. So as you can see, I'm scrolling through this page, but when we get to the bottom, we can see here that's only 1 to 50 of 582 pages of activities. That's rather a lot to go through, but don't worry, because you can actually filter it here. If you've got a specific name, you can search it via this search box here. But for the purposes of this exercise, we're going to do a Central Park, New York City bike ride. I'm going to click on that. It's going to give me some information. It's going to tell me the highlights. It's going to give me an introductory paragraph there. So as you can see, if you've never been to New York and you don't know what there is to do in New York, this page can be invaluable to help you guide your customer to the right activity. If you want to add it, all you need to do is select how long you want it for. We'll just have an hour. And select what date you want to take the bike ride on. Number of adults, and then add that to your cart. Once that's added to the cart, or while that's added to the cart, I'll show you this area here. So this is all your information. This is like your dashboard. So you can see here, days prior to departure is 189 days. The base holiday price was $2,152.84. It was $1,076.42 per person. And we've added options of $165.86. So that's your car hire and your bike ride. This gives you your total holiday price, and this gives you your price per person. Down here, you can save this itinerary, and you can save it by clicking this button here, and then you can retrieve it by clicking on here. Now, this itinerary will save in here for up to 14 days, and when you go to retrieve it, it will update all the prices but keep all these original elements in place. If you don't want to keep it anymore, you can just delete it here. What you can also do is you can email this quote to your customer. Click on Email/Print Itinerary, and here you can populate with up to 10 individual email addresses, input your own subject line, formulate your own introduction letter to the customer, and it gives us all our package travel regulations here. It gives us the total amount they've paid so far, when the balance that is due, what the deposit is and when it's due, and the full payment of the holiday. Gives us our hotel, gives us our flights, our car rental, all our activities, and a final summary breakdown of the costs. Really, really handy and easy. You'll see this button here, which says Create Sales Email. I'm going to click on that. And this is a really handy little sales function. So if your customer came in, got his New York quote, but you haven't heard back from him, and you wanted to chase him, but you wanted to be a little bit helpful about it rather than just chasing them to find out if he's ready to book yet, you can go to Preview Sales Email. Click on that button, then click on Hotels. When that opens, you will see that it will open the hotel list as it had done previously, but there'll be a very slight difference, and that difference will be when it catches up. There'll be this little checkbox in the bottom corner of each of the hotels returned in the search request. So I'm going to click on this one. I'm going to click on this one. And I'm going to click on this one. I'm then going to go back to preview sales email. And now, instead of just giving me the option of just one hotel, it's given me a selection of hotels. So I can write to the customer, "Hi, Mr. Jones, thanks for your inquiry to New York last week. Haven't heard back from you, but I did find this selection of great hotels I think you might be interested in." Now, all you need to do is click preview and then email it to the customer. Again, it can go to up to 10 individual email addresses. You can put in your own subject line, and you can also put in your own introductory paragraph, as I already said. Now, you can't do it here, but you can see this little pointer changes to a finger. Now, in the customer's browser, that will come through to the hotel page. And if he clicks the Book Now button, which he will see on that hotel page, you will get an email saying this customer's ready to book, and you can contact your customer and you can discuss his booking further. So a really, really handy thing. So once you're all ready to do that, you can click on Checkout. And this is where you can finish your booking. Not only that, you can make any necessary changes or any required changes. So, for example, you can see the hotel, and you can change it here. I've done that. You can see your flights, and you can change your flights. You can see your return flight. You can see your rental car. But what you can also do is you can cancel your rental car, and you can add in an airport transfer instead. So you're not fixed when you hit checkout. You can still tailor make it. You can still change it if you wish. Then all you need to do, enter your customer details, any hotel requests, etc., any further details, and then it's a two-step confirmation process. Click that you've read the terms and conditions, and then click Pay Now, and that is the booking made. You can retrieve your booking by clicking on this button here, and that will take you to a separate box that will show you all the bookings that you've made. Okay, so that's a very quick guide of the single destination booking process or quote process. So I'm now going to show you multi-center. So you'll see what I did there. I clicked on a little house, and I would say whenever you're going from one quote to another, obviously save it first if you want to keep it, but if you're not interested in saving it, just click on the little house and it will clear that previous search. So here we are. I'm now going to click on multiple destinations, and it's slightly different, and I'll just explain the differences to you. Obviously, Funway travel agents once again, and then destinational region. So this is our destinational mixes. So we can have a multi-stop hotel only, a multi-stop through ticket, USA and Caribbean multi-stop, or USA and Mexico multi-stop. Now these two obviously speak for themselves, but if you wanted to do a USA multi-stop or a USA and Canada multi-stop, either of these two options would apply. So I'm going to click on USA and Caribbean, and just keep it simple. I'm just going to do a US multi-center. So I am departing from LON, London, That'll be all London airports. I'm going to go again in October, random date. I'm going to go to NYC. I want to go for 3 nights, but I don't want a car this time. I will need a flight because I'm flying from London to New York, and I will need a hotel because I have 3 nights accommodation. My next destination, the departure date is already pre-populated, and I'm going to go to Boston. Click on Boston, and I want 3 nights. I do need a flight because I'm flying to Boston. I do need a hotel because I have 3 nights, but I don't need a car because it's easy to walk around Boston. I want to add an additional destination. So I'm going to click on an Add Additional Destination button, and this system can actually do up to 9 individual destinations. So if your customer, for example, is wanting to do a West Coast tour, so flying to San Francisco to Carmel, Carmel to Monterey, Monterey to San Luis Obispo, San Luis Obispo into Santa Barbara to LA, LA to Santa Monica, then back to LA. That can all be done in here. That's a very popular itinerary we do on the West Coast. And as you can see, you can do up to 9 individual destinations. So again, where am I going to go? I'm going to go to Orlando. So I'm putting an MCO, clicking on Orlando. I'll go for 7 nights, and I do want a car for this particular one. Now, remember what I said about the additional flight options? Always come down to your additional flight options and put a number of stops, 0 because you want as many direct flights as possible, and hit search. Now, this system is all live, so it's going to be checking out all the international flights, all the hotels and all the destinations we've input, all the car hire options in all the destinations, and all the activities that are available in those destinations. Now, depending on your broadband speed, it may take up to 15 seconds, but considering how quick this system actually is, that's not bad, I think. I think that's pretty good. So here we are. So it's returned our flight. So here's our first flight, London to New York, and it's an international flight. 4:55, 7:50, 6:05, 4:15, 8:30 a.m. Now, as you can see, this one is £321 more expensive. So I'm just going to go with the selection it's given in this instance. So I'm adding a London to New York international flight to the shopping basket. It's now given us our New York to Boston flight. So I'm just going to add that in. It'll then give us our Boston to Orlando. There it is there. I'm just going to add that in. And then it's going to give us our return international flight, Orlando to London. And there it is there. I'm going to select that. And that's all your flights done. That's all your flights selected for this particular quote. Then it's got our hotels. It's given us the Rue Plaza in New York. I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to select an alternative hotel because that's outside my customer's budget, for example. And as we can see, we are now caught up with itself. Loading the hotels eventually. There we go. And it's currently got us at the Rue Plaza, New York, but I know I can save £121.40 by going to the New Yorker at Wyndham Hotel. Now again, exactly the same functionality as in the single center. You can click on here, it will show you the hotel page, you can look at the star rating, you can get TripAdvisor impartial reviews, and you can change your hotel room type. So I'm just going to select that, and I'm going to reduce that quote by £121.40 to fit in with the customer's budget. And you can do that at each of the destinations. Now, looking at this destination, Orlando, I just need to point out that whenever you put in Orlando, the system will always automatically add the Disney tickets. So there's our Disney tickets, 14-day Disney Ultimate ticket with memory maker for the price of $7. A great deal indeed. So that's us all done. So all we need to do is email or print our itinerary. Exactly the same as we did with the single center. However, what we cannot do with the multi-center is do that sales email where we could select a number of hotels because that would just make it just far too big for the customer to deal with. Once again, you would check out just filling in the customer's details. You can save the itinerary for up to 14 days and retrieve it here, and it will refresh all the prices, keeping in all the elements. And as you can see, a really quick and simple system, really, really easy to follow, simple, linear, shopping basket style system. And I'll just show you, there's your email there. Just opening that up. Again, up to 10 individual email addresses, your own free format subject line, free format introduction, PTR, there's your deposit details and when it's due, there's your flight, there's your hotel with resort fees and hotel advisories, etc. There's your activities in that particular destination and so on, and then the general breakdown of all costs at the end. So I'm sure you can see that this is a really, really clever, really simple, straightforward, multi-center booking tool. So all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go back to Little House. And to finish off this particular presentation, I'm just going to let you know, I did mention that you could get support for getting access to this website from either your business development manager or from a member of our agency sales support team. Now, the contact details for our friends in the north, our agents in Scotland, your regional sales manager is Stephen Craven, and his mobile number is 07398 441 07398 144 178, or email scraven@funway.co.uk. That's SCRAVEN@funway.co.uk. For our agent friends in the north of England, your regional sales manager is Curtis Hunter, and his telephone number is 07498 731 631, and his email is chunter@funway.co.uk. That's CHUNTER@funway.co.uk. For our agent friends in the southwest, your business development manager is Sam Orbell, and his telephone number is 07854 43678, or email sorbell, that's SORBELL, @funway.co.uk. And for our agent friends in the southeast of England, it's myself, Craig Liddell, on 07530 229 403, or email cliddell@funway.co.uk. And we can all give you support with access to the site, give you additional information, give you additional guidance and help with using the website. So don't hesitate to get in touch. You can also contact our agency sales team. So all you need to do is email agencysales@funway.co.uk, or you can call on 0208 461 6809. So that's about it. I hope you found this tutorial helpful, and I hope this will help you get the most out of this website, and you'll begin to use it for quotes and bookings a lot more. Remember, there's nothing on this website that you can't show your customers, so it's a great tool to help build itineraries, get ideas, offer additional information, and just help with those Funway sales. So thanks for tuning in, and happy selling. Thank you.